Good morning, everyone. My name is Jacob Pennell. Let's innovate education. And I'm going to begin with something that have been very troubling in my mind as long as I started practicing education. And that has to do with the way we in Africa, especially particularly Nigerians, how we spoon feed our students. There are a lot of educational techniques that have been on for centuries and they are helpful. A lot of educational techniques and models of instructional delivery are not new. How do I help my learners take ownership of their studies? And let me tell you something. Until students and learners take responsibilities for their learning, I'm not talking about students in the elementary school, I'm talking about from high school upwards. Until we teach them, until we help them take ownership of learning, at most what we will do is to force them to learn. And the solution to all of this, flip your class. When you flip your class, you are going to help your children beyond passing examination. Other skills, they get to learn to be critical thinkers, to work in group, to work independently, and a host of other skills they develop if you flip your class. It's an instructional strategy that helps teachers engage their learners, help to solve the individual problems of learners, and also to diversify individualized learning. Before this time, what we do with our students is that teachers come into the classroom, they stand in class and teach from concept to conclusion. And then they give students problems to go solve at home. What we now do in today's education is that students go home, they learn content. They go to Google or the teacher prepare slide, make a voiceover slides or PowerPoint and send the YouTube link to their students and allow them to watch them. They learn the concept, they learn definition, they learn types of anything at home. Then whatever questions they have, they now jot it down, write down the questions and any problem they encounter in the process. What they now do in class is to solve problems. You see how it is? You now flip it. And this affords the teacher the opportunity and then to individually solve problems of children which you cannot solve in the conventional, traditional classroom. It gives teachers opportunity to effectively engage learners. In those days, the child is just a docile recipient of knowledge. They do not contribute. The teacher believes that the child is a tabula rasa, they do not know anything. That is a wrong and a very serious misconception. Students already have basic information. They are online. They are on Facebook, they are on Twitter, they are on Instagram. They have access to Google. Since technology is the language of young people of this 21st century, it makes students even embrace the flipped classroom. For those of us that have been practicing this, we realize that our students have been very, very excited because we are now speaking their language. It improves interaction between teacher and his students. As a teacher, you have to sell the ideas to your students and to parents. Parents have to come to the realization. Nigeria parents, let me talk to you very quickly. I see the problem coming when a lot of other teachers start implementing the flipped classroom. You will see them, they will begin to say, Mr. Teacher, please, I paid you to teach my child. I don't pay you to allow my child to go and learn on his own. And that is a misconception. The world is changing, and you need also to read and learning. The teacher have responsibilities. Number one, to be trained in the use of technology. You may need to start going to know how to make videos, editing the videos, and a host of other technological skills that you need to make the flipped classroom effective. And I talked to a couple of teachers about this, and let's listen to what they think about the flipped classroom.
Actually, flipped classroom has come to stay. Although it has been before now, but since the online classes started becoming the in thing, it is necessary that we start our classes flipping some topics. If possible, almost every topic can be flipped. Now, another aspect where flipped classroom can also be wonderful is in practical aspect of physics. Now, in practical aspect, every science practical follows a set of procedures, follows a set of instructions to get the desired result. So as a teacher, if I want to apply flipped classroom model of teaching, I will first of all, there are things to flip. The set of instruction which somehow takes a lot of time in the class, in the practical laboratory. It takes a lot of time to get it across to the students. So I can flip that instruction so that before they come to the class for the practical, they have already been acquainted with the instructions to follow in order to get the desired result. More so, I can also flip a short video. I can send across to them a short video of the practical, which I will do personally. I have to take a lot of time to prepare the experiment on my own before sending it across to them. Then when they watch it, they take that time at their own pace, they go through it, the practical, then they are coming back to do the real practical in the laboratory. So these are the areas I know that flipped classroom will actually help.
My opinion about the flipped classroom is that it's actually a welcome development, though not new, but we are embracing it at this time. And it's a good one in the sense that here we have the opportunity to address problems that the traditional classroom have left unaddressed. How do I mean? Number one, we are talking about being able to reach each student at their own time and pace. Now, as a competition trainer, it's obvious that our students go out for competitions here and there, missing classes. I mean, it's no longer a news that at times some students have to be in the Federal Capital Territory for 1.5 months preparing for international competitions and not the rest. Now, with the advent of flipped classroom, classes going on, as a matter of fact, they even need not wait till when they are done with the preparation for the competition. At their own time, over there, the teacher can be teaching in Port Harcourt here and just mail it to them. Once they are done with their preparation for the competition that day, at the evening time, maybe just 1 hour, they can audit all that is going on in the school. In fact, by the time they are coming back home,
I think it's a wonderful development. And it can work for English because already I have developed at least two classes one on stative verbs, one on reflexive and reciprocal pronouns. I've developed them and they are beautiful. But my concern is what could be some of the problems we are going to have in our community, in our setting. How are we going to put a mechanism that will help us to monitor the teachers so that many students can be carried along? Like I talked about this attention deficiency hyperactive defect children who may not order flow with a flipped class, because if you give it to them, since face-to-face class, you cannot even make them to concentrate and listen. What of a situation we now give it to them to go and listen on their own? Are we sure? So even when you say yes, you come to review. When you are reviewing, are you going to give those children attention, even some weak ones who don't talk much in the class? Here we are worried when the children are having their systems, their computers and whatever. They will want to make sure we are there. Are we going to still be there when we flip some of these classes? Are we going to still monitor them? And also from our experience in IGCSE, we said we saw some children whom we thought we are listening to they are using their computer for their revisions, but they were using it to listen to music class. What of the day students who loves to engage parents if we must have a flip class? It's not that it will not work. My concern is what could happen if it's not properly organized.
But in my conclusion, I would recommend blended learning, which is a combination of the use of online facilities and the traditional classroom setting. Now, in blended learning, it's also called hybrid learning. So when you bring a blend, you take the part of it that is good, and then you can achieve something substantial. So I'm an advocate of blended learning, whereby we don't throw away the traditional approach completely. We take a bit of it and also take a bit of this other approach, and then I think with that we can achieve the goal. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. A lot of teachers are embracing the flipped classroom. What are you waiting for? So give it a try. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We'll encourage you to subscribe if you haven't done that, and continue to watch our videos and send it to other teachers, send it to parents and others to see and innovate their instructional methodology. Thank you very much.